What's up, everybody? Welcome to luimarco. I salute you wherever you are. Interesting article yesterday on tnation.com. It is called "How Natural is Natural Bodybuilding." So pretty much it is supposedly an IFBB pro who is writing this. So let me read you the note of the editor. T-Nation was approached by an IFBB pro bodybuilder who said he had few things to get off his chest. He wanted to write anonymous articles for us as well as answer questions honestly in our steroid forum. After verifying his identity, we decided to give him a platform. Shadow Pro was born. So his name right now is Shadow Pro, and he goes off against those so-called fake natties, fake naturals who lie to get to their fans, and also who wants to keep a competitive edge by using cheats and some enhancing methods. And he gives some examples. Well, those are, according to him, some laughable natural bodybuilders. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you don't know that these guys consume some vitamins, you got some issues, right? First of all, he goes on Dennis Wolf, who won the 2005 IFBB World Championships and also finished fourth few months later in the first Mr. Olympia. The World Championship was a drug-tested competition. Yeah, right. Get a clue. Another example, according to him, is Sami Haddad, which is a very good guy in the 212 category. Very underrated. He should win, this guy. He's, in my opinion, in some shots, better than Flex Lewis, right? Anyway, he won the World Amateur Championship 3 times before turning pro, and they were all tested. Another special example. Oh, give me a break. A 300-pound monster, namely Big Ramy, won the first ever Amateur Olympia, and guess what? It was a drug-tested competition. Now give me a break. Anyway, so according to him, this is how they do it, right? You can carry a condom filled with clean urine under your balls and pop it into the glass after asking for a bit of extra privacy. Basically, when you do that urine test, I think it's a long stretch. Most don't do this. Some females will carry the urine in the padding under their suit top. Since some of the tests are very simple, people can get away with taking diuretics, masking everything in the urine. This is absolutely true. When you take diuretics, they will flush you mostly, right? Some other method, it is bribery. A few extra dollars to get them off your back can work wonders. They're also experts who mastered exactly when to stop each substance. Now this is true right here. This is definitely true. There are some things you can take and stop them literally 24 to 48 hours prior to the test, and they will not show, right? I mean, Andriol is an oral testosterone, the only effective testosterone orally. That one, if you stop a day prior to the show, it is gone off your system, right? And I did know a dude, he had AIDS, so he was not lying, right? He's not even a bodybuilder, but he has AIDS, and he was like almost 50, and he used to take this Andriol. It was a colleague of mine. He was huge. When you saw him, clearly, on juice. The only thing he was taking is Andriol. So Andriol works, guys, right? There we go. Another method. There are stories about how a contest organizer will invite certain bodybuilders to compete in their shows. When a bodybuilder says, "Is that a tested show, isn't it?" the organizer or promoter will basically give them a wink and a smile, encourage them to enter anyways. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry about it. In other words, I've also heard stories of promoters simply throwing out the urine samples of their friends. Absolutely true. Myself have been invited countless times to compete, and the dudes before me even asked it. Funny, because they were thinking I was enhanced. They were saying, "Bro, don't worry about the test, this and that." I'm telling you, it was in the Atlantic. I do recall that 2012. Anyway, another method. Bodybuilders can also use synthol or other non-pharmaceutical sites to to improve their look. I mean, if Natties use synthol, that would be the extra edge. Now, the favorite drug for basically this natty, so-called natural bodybuilders, according to him, first one is insulin. It can be used throughout the whole off season to gain much gains in the muscle department, and it has very short half-life. It is in and out of your body in a matter of 4 to 6 hours. Absolutely true. This is freaking absolutely true. I'll get back to it in a few. Growth hormones, GH, only very expensive blood tests can detect it. Now bear in mind, Chael Sonnen has been detected using growth hormone merely like 3 weeks ago in the UFC, and this test was not even available back then, so everybody would have been able to use it because the only test was detected was steroids. Growth hormone is not a steroid, and very expensive tests need to be done to detect it, right? Also, IGF-1 and MFGF-1 can be a great can give great permanent gains in muscle size and overall look and fullness. It is undetectable in typical bodybuilding drug tests. Absolutely true. Ephedrine, T3, and clenbuterol, those are used to lose fat. Test suspension, which is steroids, so that should be detectable. Myostatin inhibitors, only one of them as far as I know work. However, they have great deal of side effects. The one that works is called follistatin, if I'm not mistaken. However, you will mess up your system. Some people get blind, some others basically get really weak tendons, so benefits are not that good. Let me go back to the GH/insulin. So usually people use these two in combination, and in my experience there are a lot of fake natties. It is their favorite drug because you don't need to cycle it. GH, usually the cycle lasts 20 to 30 weeks, so freaking 6 months or even more to see results. They take it, side effects happen. Usually they have great deal of bloatness and also some joint pain, right? And in my reckoning, in my experience, I've been lifting for a while, some guys get some crazy muscle size while retaining a very low body fat. All of a sudden you see some limbs growing mysteriously. They have like bloating in their stomach, their head grow. It is suspect. I'm sorry, bro. I mean, and they lift some crazy weights while being in single digit body fat. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up in my opinion. These guys still claim natural and they pass the test because they're not using steroids. They're using growth hormone, and it gives you that extra 10 to 15 pounds of lean freaking muscle. So for them it is a business decision, right? These guys are trainers, right? They're trainers. F them. Some of them are my friends, but I have to say it. They're freaking trainers. All of a sudden in their adult life, while being adult, lifting since a while, all of a sudden after like 2 or 3 years they gain an extra 15 pounds of lean freaking muscles. That's, you know, that's how serious it is. And they're big, they're strong, they're not IFBB big, but they're still big, right? So this is the most known cheat for natural bodybuilders, aside from steroids because it is classical. But these guys roll on growth hormone. It is a choice of theirs. They get big, they're shredded, they have that freakish, you know, because the fat loss is also increased with the growth hormone. They have that paper thin skin with crazy mass development. If you see that, don't be gullible, guys. It happens. That's it. Salute you wherever you are. He says there is no fairy tale. He also says accept the fact, stop bitching, and move on and get to work. That's it, guys. You gotta understand, it's all about the Benjamins. In certain cases, people make business decisions. They say, listen, I need a following, I need to have a lot of clients, I need a name out there, I need to represent. So it is a business decision. They go ahead and take growth hormone. It is, in my opinion, the most used substance in the fake natties community, in a sense. Salute you wherever you are. God bless you all. The link will be at the bottom. Don't forget to like the video.